Hey YouTube, what's going on? Sunday night, Crypto Vision signing back on. We're going to take a look at XRP, which is around 11 to 15 cent range, LITECOIN, which is about 15 cents, and Ethereum, which is holding about the 121 to 127 level. That's about the range you're in right now. That's your support. And Bitcoin, I would say your support level is about 5,900 to, I'd say, about 6,200. Now, there have been warnings about the stock market having a death cross, so that's something to keep in mind. I myself am not selling out. I thought about it. I pondered the idea of maybe selling one of my Ethereums to have some money in case it drops, but I'm just going to ride it out. I can afford it. I didn't sell out last Thursday when the market dropped, so I'm not going to sell out this time either. We could get some good news tomorrow, and perhaps the market might be okay. But just be very wary tomorrow. Be on alert tomorrow because, I have a feeling it could see a pretty big drop. Like I said, though, for a person like me who's only holding one or two Ethereum, that's not going to really kill me. But for those of you folks that have a lot of money into it, maybe $1,000 or more or $500 or more into it, I would be very, very careful. Depending on how much you guys probably put into it or got into it, like for Ethereum example, if you got in at 190 like me, right now it's at 122, so it wouldn't really make much sense to sell out right now. So that's why I'm just going to ride it out, because I know even if we do drop to, say, 80 or 90 bucks tomorrow, will I be upset about it? Sure I will. But I'm not going to let it be the end of the world for me, because I know that within a day or two, it'll be right back where it is right now. Because, these things do tend to happen. We're just, like I said last night, we're in a very volatile situation right now. Until they get this coronavirus under control, for the next few weeks, maybe next month or two, this market could be very, very volatile. So my only suggestion to you would be to maybe wait for big dips, like we're probably going to have tomorrow, get in, and just hold on to it. If I had a lot of money to spend, me personally, I think I would probably just be sitting on the sidelines because I'd want to see what's going to happen. Because right now, one full Ethereum is going to cost you about 122 bucks. Well, if you were to wait till tomorrow and it drops, say 80 or 90, well, that's $40 you're going to save. So what I'm trying to say is you always want to buy on the low side. Like, say if tomorrow, it's not going to happen probably, but say if tomorrow, say if we went up to $300. If you have Ethereum like I've been holding it for a while, and you got in at 190, well, then it would make a whole lot of sense to go ahead and get out and take profits. That's when I'm probably going to get out. I want to get out when it's going to make sense. I'm not going to let fear be one of the reasons why I get out of my coin. I'm what you call a long. I'm somebody that's going to be in it for the long haul. I'm not going to let stuff like this scare me. Yeah, you're going to have situations where the markets are going to tank every once in a while. And, as far as these stimulus checks, the government has been trying to vote on it in the Senate and in the House. They're trying to get this bill passed where you can get anywhere from, say, $1,000 to $1,200. Some folks are saying even $2,000. But right now, I believe, if my information is right, that bill was kind of shot down, but I believe they're still trying to hammer something out. And a stimulus would be very healthy for the economy. Here's why. If you don't give a stimulus, if people are having to stay home, not go to work, they're not going to want to spend money. When you spend money, when you buy stuff, that's what drives our economy. If you don't go to the store and buy something, the stock is going to suffer. And that's what this could cause an epic sell-off. And this could cause a huge, they're talking possible global recession. So they really need to do something to try to, help people out, get money in people's hands. If people are not allowed to leave, there's a lot of states, California, New York, to name a couple, they're not allowed to leave their homes. They're on curfew. So when you can't go to work, you don't have money in your pocket. And when you don't have money in your pocket to spend, that's what makes the economy go down. So it makes sense for the government to, send out some checks to help people out. If you want these stocks to continue to go up, if you don't want the economy to tank, people have to have money in their hand. That is why, if you've noticed lately, that's what's causing the price of gas to go down. In my area, it's down to $1.99 a gallon. And if oil futures continue to go down, that's going to also make the price of gas go down. Oil futures and oil is what drives the gasoline prices. So, to me, it just makes a whole lot of sense to get those checks sent out to people so people will want to actually spend a little money and keep the economy going. And if you ask me, if this virus continues into the next, I'd say, I don't know, it could continue for another month or two. Somebody was telling me that the virus cannot last past 80 degrees. So maybe once the summer hits, I don't know. I don't know if I buy that or not. He said that they heard that on the news. So don't go telling everybody, hey, this guy on YouTube said once it hits 80 degrees, it'll be over. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that's what somebody told me. I'm just a guy that's sitting at home, waiting to go back to work, waiting to get healed up from his injuries. So I don't have that kind of data to back that up. But I'm just going off of what somebody told me. But my point to all this is, if the government wants people to keep spending money, I'm afraid it's going to take, if this lasts through the summer, I'm afraid it's going to take more than just one $1,200 check, because I can promise you many people are probably going to use that money to keep the power on, keep groceries in the house. I'm going to spend a little bit of mine, if I get it, on myself, but I'm going to be giving a good part of it to my wife so we can pay our bills. But my point is, if the government wants people to continue to spend money, they either need to get back to work, they need to take care of this virus problem, or they just need to keep sending out checks. That's about the only way it's going to work. Because, sending out one paycheck or sending out one stimulus check and you're going to be out for the whole summer, I'm afraid $1,200 is not going to cut it. Most people are going to either save that money or they're going to use it to pay bills. They're definitely not going to go out to the TV store and buy a $1,500 TV. It's just not going to work that way. But anyway, getting back to crypto. Thing is, don't sell your coins out of fear. Things might look bad now, but my feeling is once they get this situation under control and things get back to normal, and as I've said before, once it escapes the news media, once people stop talking about it and people forget about it, life will go on and your coins will go right back up. That's why I don't let fear control me that way. I don't sell everything I have because of that. You just got to ride it out. Part of investing is you got to kind of have the stomach for it. You're going to have days where your Ethereum is going to drop 50 or 60 bucks. You can't let that scare you into selling it. Because I can promise you, I've seen it drop that much, and then it completely rebounds like it never even happened. So just always remember that. If you're tempted to sell because it's down 50 bucks tomorrow, remember what I said. In a few days, it's going to have a bounce because people are going to think, well, the RSI is going to get back to normal, and it's going to explode. And then you're going to think to yourself, well, why in the heck did I sell it at this low of a price? Just don't let people influence you. Don't let me influence you. All I'm trying to do is give you my experiences and my advice. And like I said, I am not trained in this by any way. I'm not claiming to be a financial advisor. I'm just some Joe Schmo that's just trying to help, give you a hand if if you're just like thinking, well, should I sell or not? If you can't afford to lose everything you got, when you invest in something, you got to think to yourself, okay, that $120 I bought with Ethereum today, that money is gone. You got to almost pretend like it's gone, because then that way, hey, if I make more money, that's great. You just can't be somebody that's, well, I'm going to get in, I'm going to expect to make 50 bucks today. That's not going to happen with anything. So you just got to be patient. Don't let fear control you, and everything's going to be fine. This crisis will end eventually. It's going to be inconvenient for a while, but as long as everybody does what they're told, no problem. But anyway, guys, like I said, hold on to your coins. Don't let fear control you. And You know, tomorrow's probably going to be an ugly day. Be prepared for it. So, anyway, let's think positive. Let's try to keep a positive mind. And I'm out. This is Crypto Vision 2.0 Sunday night. Hoping you guys have a good day tomorrow. Stay home if you're in one of your stay home ordered zones. Peace out, guys.